Hi there. This is really just an introduction video to how we're going to go about trying to understand some of the statistics and thinking a bit about disasters. You'll have this document on Google Classroom. It's important you kind of read through it. This top bit though is really just a kind of introduction as to kind of why we're doing this. Kind of three reasons being understanding the kind of content, and thinking about skills for exams, which you could be tested on, and also thinking about skills which we're going to demonstrate in our NEA to all be in the top bracket of marks for data presentation and analysis. Lots of the skills we're going to go through can be quite kind of daunting at first, but I suppose it's really important you just kind of try to follow each one as a kind of step-by-step recipe. And that way, hopefully, you won't get too confused with it. I will make kind of subsequent videos around some of the different techniques, and be around to help you on Google Earth as well. All right. So one of the other things we're going to kind of start exploring is kind of the use of databases. So that we're going to actually be using real data rather than just kind of made up data that I've provided you with. And we're really lucky we have access to the Centre for Research of Epidemiology of Disasters. So this is a huge database that was actually set up by WHO and records kind of all the disaster statistics they can really from 1990. So to do this, you're first of all going to need to click on this link in the document here. That's going to take you through to a login page. Now you're going to need to click on register. It's really important you do this really carefully. So kind of fill in all this. You need to use your school email address here and here, create a memorable password. For Sydenham High School is the name. It comes down as Group B, an academic institution. It's obviously in the UK. Put the school website address in there. You won't be receiving funding, so they won't charge you basically, except the licenses. Now here, I've given you an example that you can copy and paste into that. It does need to be 199 characters or it won't let you hit submit. Once you've done all that, you can hit register. It will send you through an email from memory, and you'll then need to kind of click accept, and then you'll be able to access it. I'm just going to close that because I just want to log straight in, and I've told my computer to remember me. That's definitely the easiest way to do it. So just click here. Yep. Log in. Great. So this is now I'm kind of in the front user face of the website. So I need to click on advanced search here. Okay, so now I'm in the database. There's quite a lot we can do here. So first thing we've got in the search criteria is we've got the date. All right, so I can go right back from 1900s, or I can go right up to kind of 2000. So that's the first one. Then I've got location, so I can search by continent. So if I want to look at disasters that happen just in Africa, I can pull that across. Maybe I want to look at Africa and Europe because I'm going to do a comparison at continent level. Then I need to think about the disasters I'm after. So natural disasters is and again, it's kind of subsectioned into kind of biological. So animals, epidemics, insects, we're not interested in any of those today. Climatological, okay, we might be interested in kind of droughts or wildfires, although I'm not going to turn them on now. Extraterrestrial, that's asteroids, not today. Geophysical, right, so this is what we've been looking at. So I am definitely interested, I'm not even going to look at all those, at earthquakes. I'm definitely interested in volcanic activity. Hydrological, so that's to do with our floods. So this is more kind of coastal, but we will do some kind of work looking at that. And then you've got meteorological, which is kind of temperatures and storms. Again, we're not going to look at that right now. Just out of interest, technological disasters could be accidents, transport, that sort of thing, and complex disasters are very subsection, but we're not going to have a look at those for today. So I've just got earthquakes and volcanoes turned on. I've selected Africa. Right, I'm going to turn right on here at the moment. I've got year as a kind of search function. I'm not sure if I've put that in already, but it was already there. If I want to add in any of these, so let's see, I want to think about, right, I want to know the continent it was on. Click on that, move it across. I want to know the country name it happened in, because I might be interested, and I want to know the type of disaster. Great. So I'll just keep it for that to now. Then I'm going to hit, oh, go away, I don't want you. I'm going to hit search. Right, and now it's generated my database. Okay, I can choose to look at it in here, but it's a bit more limited in what I can do with it. So next I want to press this thing here, save table as CSV file. Okay, and that's going to download now. Now, I can't use that, that CSV file directly, so I'm going to show it in Finder. I'm going to open it up here, but I'm going to actually right click on that, and I'm going to tell it to open with Microsoft Excel. If you don't have Microsoft Excel, that's not a problem. You can open it with a number of files. All we want to do is get to the data, because we're just going to copy and paste it out of this. So in fact, I'm just going to, rather than selecting it all because there's loads on there, I'm just going to press Control A, Control C to copy it. I'm then going to go back to Chrome, crack onto my school account, go onto Sheets, create a new spreadsheet. That's one I've made earlier, but we'll look at that later. And then last kind of function, I'm going to press Control or Command V. Right, there we go. 5 minutes later, all done. Okay, so now I've got my big database. It's lots of blanks. It's in a very kind of rough format. It's referenced here as well, which is always good. But there's a few other things I can do with this now, so I need to make sure I give it a name. Always good if you're going to be sharing stuff, put your name in it as well, so that it's all clear. Right, and now I can start kind of editing it. I can go kind of back and forwards. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on, I'm going to highlight it all by clicking on this cell here. I'm going to turn on a filter. And all that means is now I can start editing. So if I want to sort by the damage, total damage, I can hit A to Z. Okay, there's the total damage that's registered in thousands of US dollars. I think it's probably all the ones without data. It's kind of put at the bottom there. I've just clicked the sort A to Z there. Okay, and I can see that of the disasters with data, obviously these ones are mostly probably going to be older or from countries where they didn't have the data. But the most expensive was estimated to be in Italy in 1980. Okay, so now we've got our database. It's time to go back to our document and follow the instructions. Each of these will be hyperlinked, as the Swimmer's Rank one is, to take you through to the kind of unique instructions for that, and for kind of how to create and how to kind of use each one of those skills. So with these different skills we'll be using, the best thing to do is with your database to use the sheet function. So at the moment this is the sheet one. I'm going to call that, I'm going to right click on it, rename it as raw data. I'm then going to open a new sheet at the bottom. I can call that mean, mode, and median. So when it comes to working through this first skill, I'll be doing it on this sheet. My second skill will be pie charts. So again, I'll add a new sheet. I'll rename it as pie charts. And that way it's kind of easy to toggle between them. I've got my raw data here. We might create new data sets for some of these different skills, but again, it can be copied into this. We just have one Google Sheet with all of the data in. We don't have to kind of switch between lots of different ones. So one instruction sheet, one database. All right. Well, I look forward to working on the first skill with you. And as always, any comments or questions, please just let me know.